The system of accounting refers to the system of recording transactions in the books of accounts. There are two types of accounting system, that is double entry system and single entry system. Dual aspect principle is the base of double entry system. Dual aspect refers to that every transaction has twofold effects, that is every transactions there are two parties, one receiver of a benefit and second is a giver of a benefit. So each transaction involves two or more accounts and is recorded at two different accounts in the ledger. Thus one account is debited and the other account is credited. Double entry system, there are at least two effects of one transaction. Now when we talk about double entry system is complete. This system is complete because it considers both the aspects of transaction and both the aspects are recorded. One debited and one account is credited. Next is double entry system is accurate because here all transactions are recorded. So arithmetical inaccuracies can be checked by preparing trial balance. So when in any transaction, suppose you have debited 1000 rupees and credited 100 rupees, then your total of debit and total of credit will not tally. So by preparing trial balance, you can find out arithmetical inaccuracies and such mistakes can be found out. More reliable. This method is more reliable as both the aspects are recorded, so possibilities of fraud and misappropriations are less. In single entry system, there may remain possibility of fraud because some transactions are recorded and some are not recorded. We will see it. Suitability. Double entry bookkeeping system is suitable for almost all organizations, whether big or small. Single entry system is incomplete. It does not record both the aspects of each and every transaction. Sometimes one aspect is recorded, sometimes two aspects is recorded. Normally it records only personal accounts and cash book is also prepared. So it remains incomplete. Uniformity is not maintained. For some transactions only one aspect is recorded, as I have said just now, and only one aspect is recorded. For other both the aspects are recorded. So here there is no uniformity regarding transactions. In double entry system it is uniform that all transactions have at least two effects. As it is incomplete, it is not reliable also because accounts maintained under this system are incomplete and unsystematic and therefore not reliable. You cannot rely upon this data. And suitability. This system is suitable for small business as it is very simple and flexible. Not suitable for large organization as it is incomplete. As such, single entry system is not a system, it is a lack of system. Next topic we will talk about is basis of accounting. There are two bases while recording accounting transactions. Because when we record transactions, base our transactions on certain base, that is cash base or accrual base. Let us understand what is cash basis. In cash basis, we are recording those transactions when cash is received or paid. So when cash is involved, that transactions only are recorded and that is called cash basis system. That means base of recording any transaction is cash. Whether cash is received, then only we will record. Cash is paid, then we will record the transactions. Whereas accrual basis, entries in the books of account are recorded when revenues and costs occur. Here it is not necessary that we have paid money. Done or received is not important. That means cash received or cash paid is not important. Here what we need to see is payment, revenue or cost occurred. Let us understand it. Say for example, in our books of accounting, in the March month. Now normally what happens, salary of March month is normally paid in the April because salary is paid in the date 1st to 7th. So when March month is over, and as you know in last if you have not seen that video, I will provide the link in the description, that accounting period concept. Financial year is 1st April to 31st March. So 31st March we are closing the accounts, and on 1st April next year starts. So when we pay a March salary in the month of April, then what happens, that March month salary is expense of the previous year. That means March, the year ends on March 31st, but it is paid in the year next, that is 1st April. So next year starts. So here, if cash wages is there, then what will be the treatment? You will not record it as all at all, because in March you have not paid. But in accrual basis, that is mercantile system, you will record it in the March itself, whether it is paid or not. That is, it occurred in March. Due is March. You have received benefit in the March, so you will pay it. Whether you pay or not, it will be recorded in the March, and that is accrual based. Please like and subscribe my channel so that you will get such contents regularly, and don't forget to press the bell icon. Thank you.